And welcome to this edition of Student of the Game Ro Reacts. This spring, I've been taking a lot of these video clips released by the University of Miami in kind of like an Easter egg fashion. I've tried to provide the commentary to the best of I can. Thank you so much for following this channel and all the interaction and support. Once again, I'm your boy Ro, contributor for State of the U and OG member of the Orange Bowl Boys. So we've had some big things happen at the Greentree, including a pro day. Also had a video release, and I'm going to go ahead and release that shortly with DeMarcus Van Dyke. See the new cornerback coach in action. But I'm going to go back to the spring game because I haven't done this yet. First thing I noticed, this is actually Clarke at center. This is how this clip basically opens up after head coach Manny Diaz addresses the troops. And there you see him. This is actually a natural position for him. I fully expect Clarke to take over the role of center, especially when Corey Gaynor is no longer here. But Corey Gaynor's on that, Scott Patchen's 17-year plan. So here we go, calling out the coverages. This is good. And the next clip, we are going to, there's Gil Frierson. Oh, it's Mike Harley. I'm really shocked. And that was Mamarelli, who was just running across tight end. I'm really shocked that people still don't realize come game days. I remember like Michael Badgley came out once and he wore 15. He's like, oh, Brad Caius attempting a kick. I was like, no, that's not Brad Caius. And, those two were roommates, if you did not know that. But those two were roommates. I wonder how that went, like who was the real 15 in that house. But in this case, here you go. Gil, he's standing there. He's still not moving, just surveying the field. Okay, next clip. In our private OBB Discord chat, this came out because they're like, oh, well, I don't mean to be picky, but TBD threw a wobbly ball on this bubble screen. Bubble screens are very, very common in the Rhett Lashley system. It's an RPO. A lot of times they can do it off, pre-sight or post-snap. And in this case, look, guys, quarterback, playing this position a little bit too in my day, you have that ability to grow. You just got to make it quick and now. So he's not grabbing the laces, and that's taught. You want the ball out now. I mean, he got the snap, and he goes out and throw. The more important thing is the placement. And bubble screens is so important to leave this guy upfield on the outside so he still has his momentum. Last thing you kind of want to do, if you can help it, is lead him away from the line of scrimmage because then he loses all his momentum. And you can see what the gain happens because assumably this is the same clip. Look at him. He's still running. Oh, well, he just changed to Jalen Knighton. The juice is loose. I love it. I love it. So we're going to go ahead and continue. A little Matocha sighting. And I saw this clip too, and there's Jalen Knighton, the rooster again. But look at the hole. I mean, you can't win in these spring games. You're either going to be happy that the offense did something good or upset that the defense did something bad. But right now, the offensive line, I think, is going to be a low-key, really good ACC offensive line. That's my prediction this year. Another year in the strength and gain system. They're back. They're going to be healthy, hopefully, knock on wood. You got big Navon Donaldson. You got Scaife so far moving into more of a natural position for him at right tackle. You're going to have some options there. I think you're deeper. And something like this, here you go. Nice big hole right there for the offense. And there's Don Chaney. What a beast he is. He had one big, long run. That's assumably it. There he goes, always falling forward. I love it. There's Clarke once again back at center, providing the protection. I see a Matoch. Hey, there's Mike Harley. Oh, there's Gil Frierson. He getting no. There's Mike Harley down the sideline. Good stuff. I like this little camera thing, that they did. This is slick. Good. Oh no, Mark Pope, you got your soul snatched, buddy. Oh, and he dropped the ball. I didn't realize. Oh my goodness, you can't catch a break. But that was a decleater coming across the middle. Way to read that. We got some cane on cane crime. I want to report a murder on the Greentree. Good ball right here by Garcia. In case you're ever wondering, like, what a quarterback looks like, or if I'm watching film, sometimes, he didn't make that pass. Sometimes you'll hear offensive coordinators or quarterback coach, well, I don't know what he saw. And this is what they're referring to, because he's throwing like a shallow cross across the middle of the field here. And my goodness, like, he's aiming at a point. There's no way he has sight of his wide receiver. He's just trusting that his wide receiver is going to be there. So nice to see the anticipation right here from a true freshman who's making his first appearance. But look at this ball. That was perfect. That was a great clip. That was a great clip. This guy's making all the noise, had a huge day. And they're always saying he's catching the ball in contested avenues. There's two guys, good ball placement once again. On the inside, then you have somebody on the outside. Good job there by Xavier Restrepo. There's Mike Harley again. That was TVD on the roll. Kind of heard some posters saying, the staff might be a little upset with his, some buzz about Jake Garcia. And until Jake Garcia really goes up against the ones, from all intents and purposes and from all the accounts that I got, it was more against the twos. I mean, they did kind of mix and match. But once things start to ramp up and defenses are really trying to pin their ears, this was a base kind of spring element where you're not trying to do too much. You're just trying to get the reps in. You're doing base plays. You're not going crazy. But there you got TVD on the outside. And when you have a player say, he's a lot more athletic than people give him credit for, I'm going to believe the player and not a poster who is saying, maybe coaches, he's not as athletic. Listen, De'Aaron King is the Ferrari with feet. We know this. They just got Ja'Cory Brown. He's obviously a dual threat. He's going to have it. But Tyler Van Dyke definitely has some athleticism. Look, he's outside the pocket, keeps his eyes up. This is what he's going to do for you. Big play to Mike Harley, who obviously scores. He's got the swag game on. I love it. Hey, Gil, you're all over this video today, son. Oh, that's great. And there you go. I love it. I love it. Mike Harley to the U. That's some St. Thomas swag right there. You know it. And look, man, I feel like the Aguayo brothers, but flipped in inverse, right? You had the Aguayo brothers for Florida State. They were seemingly there in Scott Patchen years. They were there forever. So now we went from one Borregales, and hopefully we have another good 4 years of this guy right here because, freakishly athletic, good kicker. Look at this. Boom. But I need that like that Star Wars tattoo on the back of his calf. He needs to do that too because that thing was epic. I mean, you're my the older Borregales. You were my favorite kicker of all time because of that. So there you go. Here you go. Nice carrying out the ball fake. Once again, right there to Jalen Knighton. This one defense kind of wins a little bit on that. Hey, Mark Pope sighting. Hey, was that looked like a quick face mask? I think that they meant it. Now this is going to look like Tyler Van Dyke back there. For me, just the height, you can see why that pays a little bit of a dividend for you. Nice, good ball to Xavier Restrepo once again. And that's going to end the clip. So there's your kind of like inside commentary, maybe some Easter eggs we found. Of course, if we missed some, feel free to add in the comment section below. Thank you so much once again for following the channel. Hit that like button. I appreciate it, and I will catch you soon.